when you're sitting down and you're watching TV. Or you're on the phone discussing your plans for world domination with Dave Check. Or you're having a deep online chat with a good friend. Or you're having a blast on Friday night. Did you ever stop to think about the origins of your everyday appliances? Today, on Yearning for Learning, we'll answer those questions with renditions of your favorite inventors of the 19th century and much more.
Get your popcorn ready. These fans are ready.
You know the expression, the old cliche, money doesn't grow on trees? You've all been there before. Asking your parents for money when you're about to go on the night on the town. But son, money doesn't grow on trees. Well, in the case of Andrew Carnegie and J.D. Rockefeller, money did grow on trees. Simply put, in the 21st century, Andrew Carnegie and J.D. Rockefeller would be classified as loaded or full of dough. Rockefeller believed there was a large nationwide need for oil, so with that in mind, he made several attempts to create a company. The company did get created, but it did not last long on its own. That's why he merged with Standard Oil in 1879. After merging with Standard Oil, Rockefeller quickly gained control of 90% of the nation's oil refineries. That was a monopoly. For years, Rockefeller and Standard Oil swatted away the competition like Beanie Babies and sapped the money away from the poor. However, it got to the point where Standard Oil just became too successful. There were multiple attempts in which the government tried to end Rockefeller's business by shutting them down, but he simply moved his company headquarters to other locations. He even merged Standard Oil with 40 other corporations, under control by a board of 9 trustees. Ultimately, Standard Oil reached its death in the early 1900s, courtesy of the Sherman Antitrust Act.
In the bank, shout out what you drank. I got money in the bank. Shout out what you drank. I got money in.
Contrary to J.D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie was very generous. Andrew Carnegie donated $350 million to libraries, peace initiatives, the arts, and educational institutions. Let's say that the books represent steel production. This shows how Carnegie's steel fared against Great Britain's steel. They obviously overpowered the competition.
Believe it or not, there was a time when you couldn't talk on the phone to just deliver a message. We're going to take you inside that time, and then up to the time.
Ring, 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 banana phone. Ring, 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 banana phone.
That time was the time up to 1876, the year in which Alexander Graham Bell patented the telephone. Yearning for Learning will take you inside the passage of which it was invented. After multiple attempts and several failures, several inventions that just went completely awry.
Hello? Hello?
Oh man. Alexander Graham Bell finally came up with something that worked.
Hello?
Hey.
Yeah, how are you?
It worked?
Yeah, it worked.
you to sleep yet? Good, because we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. What's up, guys? This is Mrs. Case's fetus. There's been a lot of rumors spreading around regarding what my name will be. Brief Case, Justin Case, Crave Case, all that good stuff. Anyway, I'm just here to clarify that all of these are okay with me. But recently, I heard this one that made me just want to barf. It's Ginger Case.
In 1878, Thomas Edison moved into the Menlo Park Laboratory. From then on, he never looked back. Okay, maybe just this once.
Chocolate rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate.
The only thing that Thomas Edison is more renowned for than inventing the light bulb is failing 1,000 times. But finally, after years of persistence, Thomas Edison got it right.
In the 1890s, a young man named Henry Ford took it upon himself to devise an engine that could power an automobile which could transfer Americans.
Driving a truck, driving a big old truck.
Henry Ford invented the concept known as mass production, which is inventing the same product in the exact same way. Take these Zyrtec pills, for example. These are all invented the same way, and each are devised to do the same thing. Ford has evolved into one of the most dominant car industries in the world. Yearning for Learning will take you inside how they became such a phenom. Ford began operation in 1903, and they officially started selling cars in 1908 with 10,000. In 1914, they sold 248,000 cars, but the price is too steep at $490 for an average employee. So with this in mind, Henry Ford, this man right here, devised the $5 a day plan, which allowed buyers to sell or to buy these cars at $5 a day. Self-explanatory, right? It was a very good business move by Ford, and Ford did well.
So head on down to your local Ford dealership today and pick up your very own Ford SUV, car, or truck. See you there.
It's a plane.
Their interest in flight was sparked at an early age when their father bought them a toy helicopter. In a tiny bike shop, two brothers worked very hard, making bikes, kites, and gliders. They were the Wright brothers, and it was they who invented and built the first flying machine.
One day their boys named Orville and Wilbur together built something big and slow. They packed their bags in 1903 and together they set their invention free. It was more revolutionary than the TV. The whole world was talking about this invention and together they chanted, talking about the right stuff. Yeah, talking about the right stuff. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Talking about the right stuff. That's all, folks.